I haven't stepped inside this pub since the day I left, which was it's a good few years now, and it's a very strange feeling, to tell you the truth. It's gone downhill big time, but me and Tommy had it nice.
Running the Lyndhurst didn't turn out to be easy. A demand was put on the premises for £500 a week. After Joe turned it down, 37 men attacked the pub in broad daylight, with one of the gang, Jack Welsh, shooting Joe's friend Steve Dalton, who had tried to protect him.
Jack Welch took a blast at Dalton. Dalton took a full blast of a shotgun, and bravest man ever met, Steve Dalton, to take a bullet for a friend.
Another customer, Tim Egan, tried to stop the shooting.
He stepped out with his hands up. He said, "I know these boys." He said, "I can stop this." As he stepped out, I stepped out to pull him in, and Stephen Dalton already took the first blast, and Jack Welch turned. And I've looked into a lot of men's eyes over the years when I was boxing, and you see, you see a lot of cold stares, but I've never seen as cold and as evil a stare as when Jack Welch stared at me. And he was prepared to kill the man in front of me to get to me, and he blasted Tim Egan. So the rest of the lads that were in here, my friends that were drinking in the pub, they knew that he'd fired his two shots. He'd thrown the handgun down, so they ran out to protect Dalton, to protect Tim Egan from getting any worse injuries, to protect me. And then a pitched battle took place outside here. There was a lot of brave men that day in the Lyndhurst pub, and women. You know, there was women attended to the wounded, and the battle raged for 25 minutes. That night I had to attend the hospital after being shot, and I attended the hospital with the man that had his hip blasted, Tim Egan. The old man was being attended to. He was very, very seriously wounded. It was like all very surreal, you know. A couple of hours before, I'm in my pub, living the life, having a great life, earning good money. A couple of hours later, I've been shot. There's been a pitched battle in my pub, people seriously wounded. I'm sitting in the casualty in the hospital, and it was all too much. Suddenly 2 guys walk past. One guy puts his hand to my forehead like he's shooting me in the head. I'm looking at him. I stand up. I knock him out. I knock his friend out. I pick up a stool to sail into other people that I thought were part of this armed gang that attacked my pub. The police and the ambulance had brought all the wounded from the pub. The gang, they're wounded, and me and Tim Egan to the same hospital. And suddenly they put us in amongst these animals again, and their families and friends that had come to see them in casualty. So now I have to fight my way out of hospital, which was it was bad as well. It should never have happened. It should never have happened. People's lives should never have been put at risk. It should never have happened, you know. But unfortunately, this is what society is really coming to, you know. Organised gangs and organised crime, and the police are under so much pressure. But this day they had that ample time to sort everything out, and they didn't. After the attack, they closed the pub for a long time, and the police tried to revoke my licence. I was charged with attempted murder. All I'd done was defend my home, my friends, my patrons, and my pub, and the youth tried to use me as a scapegoat. But we came back. We built the pub up again. So I was fortunate, like, with the support that I had from the customers and family and friends, and we made a go of it again. Because if we'd had to close, it would have meant that organised gang won. I didn't want to be seen as a loser.